I've just been recording for 3 hours and realised that OBS was not set up properly. So it was just the corner of my screen. I can't believe that. There's so much stuff that I recorded. I guess a lot of it was pretty dull. Uh, I've basically been working on. This is all the stuff that you missed. This and this, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll show you. I'll show you all of the stuff that I was working on this morning and this afternoon. Once this finishes building. Yeah, I had OBS set to the wrong screen resolution and somehow didn't notice until just now. Why do I have detours in my project? I'm not using that. I should get rid of it. Detours. Get rid of this garbage. Oh, it's actually going to rebuild everything now because the include directory has changed. Okay. Can I just reload the project, please? I'm trying to remember what I bloody did. I did like 5,000 things. Yeah, what I was doing before, like right before I realized that OBS was fucked up, was deleting a bunch of dead code. So that's why I have all these deleted files. Because all of these old export dialogues have been superseded by the new export dialogue. And then all of this stuff. Yeah, I can't even be bothered to tell you, to show you all the stuff that I changed. Come on. Okay. What is the problem exactly? complaining that this is not. It's clearly right there. Or I don't have vector. Maybe that's the issue. Save block to file shouldn't exist anymore. There's more dead code. This file shouldn't exist. So just get rid of it. Save block to file. Yeah. I really don't understand what it's complaining about. Unresolved external symbol, export items. What? Why are you complaining? I did a clean build, and it's complaining. What? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, this isn't in the project. I accidentally moved it from the project. Controls dialogues, export dialogue. How did I manage that? I don't know. Alright. Finally we're in. So there's new fonts. There we go. I talked about that for about 5 minutes, I think, but I'm not going to repeat myself. Sorry. And then I spent ages fiddling around with these loading things. So I put a little I made this shit look better. Also, it wasn't working properly at all. So it like wasn't updating waveforms. It wasn't updating these percentages while loading. And the text would clash with the waveform. So I put this like background color behind it. And then I spent ages fiddling around. And then the last thing I did was, I think, just aligning stuff. Oh yeah, so we did loads of work on the export dialog. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on now? I don't know what's going on. What's happening? Export. This is no. Why would this be happening? It must be because export. These shouldn't exist anymore, should they? Also, this shouldn't exist anymore. This stuff shouldn't exist. I'm just having problems now because I deleted a bunch of code, dead code, and that always causes problems when you delete stuff. Who knows what's going on now? So, this thing, script. That was weird. It was like referencing a deleted script or something. But close all. That was weird. There was some Godot weirdness going on there, but that should fix the issue. So now if I click here, no, it didn't fix the issue. This is very interesting. Let me try restarting. I think my Godot project has got into an invalid state now. Probably because I've been deleting things. Export dialog. Controls dialogs, export dialog. Export dialog, yes. Look! Script clip, this is not right, is it? GDNS. It's supposed to have, oh no, it's fine. Export dialog. What's the problem? If I go here, export dialog. If I go here, this should be happening on startup. Yes, it is. This is very weird. Oh, is this? I know, it's not in the tree at all. I accidentally removed it from the tree. Okay. I understand. There we go. I don't know why it took me that long to figure out what was going on. Bit of a brain fart there. Okay. Now I have my new export dialog. So, now. So one of the things I did was make sure that when you transfer things over, the colors of the items match the columns in the colors in the original list. Oh, this is interesting. There's another problem I've just noticed here. Oh, how did I accidentally click behind? What's going on here? The dialogue is not blocking mouse input. I'm like clicking things behind, I think. Oh, look at that. How did I manage that? Okay, make a note of that. Okay, so why is this organized in such a weird way now? Oh no, that's weird. 442. The list's not sorted correctly. The list is not sorted correctly. Hold on. What? So the 442 should be in this section here. Because they're not in this folder. So it's incorrect in both lists, actually. Yeah. So I'm not sorting the list properly. One sec, let's see what's going on. Where does that happen? Generate project item list. Sorted blocks. Block sort. I'm not sorting by folder. Yes, I'm not sorting by folder. Okay. I need to do the same thing with samples. Okay. Right. This has been basically all the stuff that we missed because because OBS was fucked up. Basically, the entire day has just been things like this, just little things that I notice is not working correctly. My stomach's rumbling. Aren't I already doing this in the block browser? I think so. Sort. Then in the block browser I generate a special folder called no folder. Maybe I should do that here as well. Let me just see what this does. So folder A. Folder B. Limited name A. So that's the name B. And then I'll do the same thing for samples, but let me just check what this actually does. So drag all these in. Oops. Place blocks. I want some of them to be in a folder. Okay, it didn't work properly. Right. This is not working correctly. It's because I don't generate this no folder, this special no folder like I do in the block browser. So let me do that. Let's do that. Is that just... Where do I do that? No folder. No folder. The problem is... Yeah, I have problems. I'm doing things differently here. So what do I do? So make for... Box. It's simple, is it? I just go... If the folder is empty, I add... list interface. No folder text. Okay, same thing here. Hold on, let me implement the sort. Item sorts. Copilot, you know what I want to do here. I'm pretty sure you know, Copilot, what I want to do. Yes, thank you. Okay, dokie. Aha! So there's a bit of a misnomer, the fact that it says blocks no folder. There's a folder named blocks no folder, but anyway. It does now match what the block browser does. Okay, this is working correctly now. So yeah, the thing I was talking about before was just the fact that previously these colors were not matching up when you drag over to the right hand lane, to the right hand list, but now the colors match. Which is nice. And yeah, we did a bunch of testing with actually export. What was the problems with exporting? Oh yeah, I did these tooltips here this morning. But yeah, exporting is working. Look, it's working. Oh, it didn't say anything like finished when it finished. I need to add that. Another thing that I did was if you have like very large samples that you have in the project, like these ones are very long, they take a long time to load. So if I drag these into the project and they start loading, it's going to take even longer for them to load because it's a debug build. If I very quickly begin an export of the samples while they're still in the process of loading, then the export thread will block until the files have actually finished loading, and it will update down here telling you that that is happening. So if I drag these in, then very quickly try to export these files, and they're still loading. It'll say waiting for sample data to finish loading. So you can see these are still. Oops! If I expand this, they're still loading. So the export is waiting for the samples to actually finish before it actually gets a chance to export them. Yeah. And then it all appears in the message center as well. So yeah, I need to, when it finishes loading, let's do something. I mean, when it finishes exporting, I'm gonna say, oh, actually, I already have the information for when it finishes. Well, not really. I'm going to change the subtask to what it actually is, which is a subtitle. It's the text that appears next to the loading bar, which is not necessarily a subtask. Let's call it subtitle. And when we finish exporting, I want to say export finished. I'm being a bit naughty here. I'm not localizing these strings. There should be like translation strings for all of these. But it's so tedious to do that. Alright, so if I load these very large files. Oh, there's, yeah. Export these, bang. Wait, what? Did that work properly? I don't think it did. Oh yeah, can I actually export these like this as well? Yeah. Does it say exporting finished? No. It doesn't. Because it returns here, not there. Exactly, yes. Cool. Yes. Oh, and I disabled this item because I'm not going to work on that yet. I'll do that in the next release, I think. Wow, is this dialogue finished now? Oh, I need to sort out the problem with the mouse input. How do I sort it out? I could use my hacky method of sorting it out, which is... hold on, there was other problems that I saw. Ah, that's weird. So if I select an item and then click and drag on an empty space. Also, why does it even add it to there? The cursor, it's not like the cursor was over it. That's weird. Oh, so I don't even need to drag. I don't need to release the mouse button here. I can release it here and it still has it. Okay, there's the first bug. So I take it back. This dialogue is not finished. So project browser, items drag finished. I'm not even checking. That's why. Do I check here? Same problem here. I'm not checking. Hovered. Yeah, exactly. If is hovered tree export list, then that. And the same thing here. And so the other problem was you could initiate a drag by dragging over an empty space, which is no good. I'm looking for this. I think when you click on empty space, it should deselect, right? When you click on empty space, so Harvard seek item. That's exactly what it should do. If there's no hovered sequence item and it's not a double click, then we should deselect all. So this is what should happen when I click on the empty space. Seems like it's not happening. So I select. Huh? What? Okay, let's see what's going on. Right. So it should be like this, I think. Okay. I think that's right. Alright, I need to block mouse input while the dialog is open. I need to block mouse input to the workspace, I mean. And I think the way that I can do that is I have like a hacky thing that I do sometimes, but it works, where I say disable systems whenever this is available. Oh, this is visible. Then it adds it to a list of these, and then what happens? Enable or disable systems. Set enabled. Group system. Does that disable? Yeah. What does that disable? Group system. That's not going to find anything, is it? Workspace view. Oh, that's not very useful at all. No, I want to know why the dialog is not blocking mouse input. That's really weird. Mouse stop. There's something weird going on. If I have blocks on the workspace, then I open this dialog. There was something going on where I could somehow drag. Maybe it's fixed now? guess it's fixed. Oh, what's this? I mean, I guess. It's not letting the mouse clicks through anymore. I don't know why it was earlier. Okay, I'm going to assume that's fixed. Obviously something else that I did fixed it. This is still working. Oh yeah, this dialogue is another thing that I set up. Yeah, this still works, right? Okay. Right, let's commit all this. I deleted all that dead code. And what else did I do? Doesn't matter. Right, what to-dos do I have left? This thing is what's the export reports exporting. That's actually fine. I'll leave it like that for now. I had the idea of generating a more interesting description of the things being exported. Oh yeah, I need to solve this hack that I did. So I need to find them. Okay. Let's just do it in line. Refs get block refs for this workspace. Where's that queue? I should have all the block refs in order somewhere, actually. Is this going to return them in order, I wonder? This one... block drawing order. Somewhere I have the blocks in order from left to right, and that would be better to use, but it doesn't really matter. Because I can iterate through every block on the workspace pretty much really cache efficiently if I do. It doesn't. I don't think this is a performance concern at all, but let's do the correct thing where what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a vector of indices. How does this work? Yeah, okay, fine. So that should zip down the cache lines extremely quickly, no matter how many block instances are on the workspace. No, I don't want to do it like that. Somewhere I just have the blocks in order already. Where is it? Calculated sequence, that's it. Calculated sequence. That's on each lane, I think. So I should get a list of the lanes and then just get the first block on each lane. That's a much less stupid thing to do. Lane IDs. Okay, do I have get lanes? Get lanes. World lane get geometry calculated sequence. Nodes. Nodes is not empty. And the first one is nodes front dot. Oh no, I don't even need that. I just need the position. First ref pos. There we go. So that's just looking at the first block instance on each lane of the workspace. Find leftmost ref position. Um, if you didn't find any, then we want to return 0. Alright, let's do something a bit more semantically correct. Okay. Let's test it by doing what exactly? Get song render start position. Okay, so if I put this here and here, and here and here, then let's export the workspace and also both the track stems. All right. Let's see what happened. So this should start immediately playing. Then it's about here. It's wrong. Ah. Interesting. All this is doing is playing this. And then track 2. Okay. So this is wrong. So get song render start position, blah blah blah. If the find leftmost bar, blah 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 blah. Find breath. Interesting. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. So let's just put a breakpoint here and see what happens. Export. What's this doing? With 2 lanes. -553362. Okay. Huh? Wait, what did I do? You dickhead. I know you're screaming at your computer. Okay. I'm sorry. Alright. No, so let's do a simpler test. Like I did before. Do one there, and then another one here. Get another track. Put one just after 0, and then one there. So then we get some silence, and then we go. Seems correct. Okay, and then track 1. It's just that. And the other one. That's interesting. I didn't do that deliberately. So track 1, the track 1 stem starts here and then ends here, which is actually fine, isn't it? What's wrong with that? That's actually less annoying than what most audio programs do, actually. Well, they'll render all the way to the end. I didn't do that deliberately. That's an accident. But this one actually does start here, which is good. And then it'll start playing about here. Then we get silence, and then again at the end. Alright, so track stems are working. What did I even do there? Oh yeah. Fix song render start. Okay, more to-dos. No, I've run out of to-dos in the code, but I have to-dos here. That apparently is fixed. I couldn't reproduce that anymore. Investigate the watermark issue. I haven't looked at that yet. Somebody reported a bug in a YouTube comment where they said that if you have some watermarkers like this and then you turn the pitch down. Oh, the font is not good. I just noticed. Unrelated issue. The way that font is being rendered is not very nice, actually. Huh. I think I'm not sizing the viewport correctly, so I'll investigate that as well. Envelope editor viewport not being sized properly. It seems like it's trying to render it at a lower resolution and then stretching it. So I'll investigate that in a minute. But anyway, what the guy said was if you pitch it down, then the warp marker apparently doesn't follow the cursor properly. Oh, that's completely broken. Oh, that was even worse than what I thought he was saying. Okay, that's completely broken. I don't know if you can hear, but my stomach is rumbling quite loudly, so I need to eat. Fucking hell, it's 5 o'clock. Okay. Ah.